Good morning, this is Colteastwood. I just finished watching the Digital Foundry reveal of the project Scorpio, and I have a lot to say about it. And just let you know, a lot of this stuff went over my head because it's pretty techy. But if you get a chance after this video, please go check out Dealer Gaming on YouTube and watch his analysis of all these specs. He'll be able to give you more insight and what it really means. But let's talk about what they revealed. They revealed that the CPU on the Scorpio is an evolved Jaguar core. But the Jaguar core has a 30% boost, and 50% of the CPU's effort is being freed up on DX12 games running on the Scorpio. Now, DX12 doesn't mean first-party Microsoft games. They used Star Wars Battlefront as an example, and as everyone knows, Star Wars Battlefront looks fantastic on PC and on console. Digital Foundry talked a lot of megahertz, gigahertz, bandwidth speeds, but it's important to note that the Xbox Scorpio has a 43% compute advantage over the PS4 Pro. And he said it is nothing short of remarkable what Microsoft was able to squeeze into this Scorpio. It's using GDDR5 RAM and 326GB bandwidth speed. For untechy gamers like myself, the bandwidth speed is streaming information through the Xbox to get it to your game. But the best thing about this 326 gigabytes is it gives a 60% boost for games on Scorpio. Another remarkable thing is that Forza 6 was ported over to Scorpio by the developer in 2 days. So they got to see Forza 6 running at native 4K 60 frames per second effortlessly on the Scorpio. Now this is something that most gaming PCs cannot do effortlessly. But even better, he said we will see 1080p Xbox One games running at 4K. With Forza 6 running at 4K 60, there was still almost 30% GPU power still left over. And 900p Xbox One games are aimed to hit native 4K on the Scorpio. The Scorpio is basically using a custom AMD Radeon 480, which conveniently is the same GPU that Dealer used to show 4K Ultra games running on his PC. And Digital Foundry also squashed the rumor that Xbox Scorpio will be held back by Xbox One by saying that games will be super sampled from their higher resolutions down to 1080p on Xbox One. First thing they talked about was backward compatibility. Actually, that's mostly what he talked about. He said the games will run better and there'll be no tearing on 360 games on the Xbox Scorpio. With the extra CPU power, they should be able to run more consistently at 30 frames per second. They took some time to talk about the game DVR function in the Xbox Scorpio. Digital Foundry talked about the game DVR function, and it's confirmed it does capture footage at 4K 60 frames per second. And even better, it's using a top-end compression. If you ever go back and watch your game DVRs from the Xbox One, you'll see chunky pixels and just really nasty filtering. The Xbox One captures footage at 720p 30 frames per second, so even if you're playing a game like Doom or Halo 5 that runs at 60, you lose those frames plus the nasty compression. With the specs that Microsoft allowed Digital Foundry to sniff through, they deduced that the load times on the Xbox Scorpio will get a 50% upgrade. And they said with the removal of screen tearing, faster load times, better texture filtering, and stable frame rates, games will run and look better on the Xbox Scorpio. I guess it makes sense that Microsoft wouldn't give them a game to reveal or show before E3. For the average ordinary gamer, a lot of this doesn't give the gamer something to be excited about. And that means we're going to have to wait until E3 to actually hear what the Scorpio is, what the name of it is, what the price is, and what it's actually going to do moving forward. The good and the bad is it's good that so far it hasn't been a letdown. There wasn't any bad news. Digital Foundry actually didn't sound condescending, and they didn't seem to be very pessimistic about what the Scorpio can do. The bad is we're going to have to wait until E3 to actually hear what the Scorpio really is. But please, after you're done with this, like I said, go to Dealer Gaming, check out what he had to say about the reveal, and I'll see you guys in the next video.